Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you are new here, and if you are not, then welcome back. My name is Ren. Today we're going to be talking about the when you're drawing and you remember you're actually blank years old trend. So the trend looks kind of like this. They'll start off by drawing and then they'll erase it and draw like a simple little figure because they're trying to say, oh, I'm a young artist, but I'm still drawing really good, and basically saying that they're good at drawing for their age. Now, the problem with this is that people, specifically children, are telling their age online. It's okay to tell your age online if you're an adult, but I don't think that kids need to be posting their real age on the internet. I think that that opens the ground for a lot of bad people to go to their account. So I think that it's just a good idea to hide your age until you become an adult on the internet. And this person has amazing art. Like that art is so cool. But you don't need to post your age online. Of course, some people have been doing it in a silly way and saying that there's some outlandish age, like 8 years old, which it's very obvious by this person's art and account that they are not 8 years old. And I think it's okay if they're making up like a fake age. Like, if somebody was partaking in the trend and they drew something really cool and then they're like, oh, but I just suddenly remembered that I'm like 3 years old, I think that's fine. But legitimately posting your real age on the internet if you're a minor, I just don't think that's a good idea at all. Another thing I've also noticed in the art community, especially with trends like this, is a lot of ageism. Older artists are getting upset that the younger artists are so much better than them at drawing, despite the years of practice that the older artists have been putting in. And some of the younger artists assume that if you're old, then you absolutely have to be good at art. I think that if you are an adult and you're getting upset about a kid being better at you than drawing and posting it online, I think that you need to take a break from the internet because it's really not that big of an issue. Everybody learns at a different speed. That kid could have been drawing since they were born. You never really know. So if I go to YouTube and I just type in ageism in the art community, we have a couple of examples coming up, and this is stuff from 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Ageism in the art community by Duchess Celestia, and their thumbnail says, LMAO, you're 30, I'm 13, and I draw better than you. Ageism in the Art World by Fiona Polo, and this one says, a 23-year-old sculpted this, so what? Scroll down, here's one from Bree Draws from a year ago, young artists aren't your enemy, and ageism toward older artists. Ageism in the Art Community by Twisted Disaster, and this one is from 5 years ago. So this has been something that's been happening for a long time. It's not a new issue, but it is an issue that keeps popping up. It genuinely does not matter how old you are. There is not an age limit on creating art. You don't have to be in your 30s. You don't have to be a teenager still. You don't have to be a kid. It does not matter. If you enjoy drawing, then just draw. It's not a race. There's no like set skill level you're supposed to have at a certain age. Some people, like I said earlier, just learn at a different pace than other people. It all depends on the amount of practice you do, studying you do. Art is hard. It's not an easy thing to learn. A lot of people also believe that the only people that are interested in drawing, say, art of original characters or of their D&D parties, a lot of people have like this notion that it's only younger artists that are drawing these things, when that's not true at all. Like, do you think that somebody who grew up loving to make their own original characters and just having fun drawing and posting it online, do you think they automatically stop making original characters and drawing them when they turn 18 or when they reach their 20s? No. I actually hosted I asked a question in a TikTok once. I showed some of my art and I said, based on my art, how old do you think I am? And overwhelmingly, a lot of the comments said that I was 12 years old, and they said that they weren't meaning it in a mean way. They weren't trying to insult my skills. They simply thought that because I drew original characters, that I was a child. When all of my characters are adults, my stories have adult topics, and I've been drawing since I was a kid, so I've had so much time to hone it in. And I'm not just like assuming that that's why they said that age. People actually told me in those comment sections that that's why. They thought that only kids drew like that, and that the overwhelming amount of the art community were all children, when that's not true at all. A lot of the artists that I interact with are around my age. I'm going to be 22 this April. A lot of them are around my age. There are some that are older. There's this OC artist that I follow on TikTok who is in her 30s, near 40s, and she draws her original characters all the time too. So it's not just a kid thing. I'm actually going to see if I can find that old TikTok. I'll have to do some digging so I can show you some of the comments. Okay, so never mind, I lied about that. I just spent 20 minutes scrolling through my shorts and I cannot find the video at all. I'm pretty sure I deleted it or privated it or something like that, because people in the comment sections were being really mean to me for some reason, and it was starting to hurt my feelings, so that one has been deleted. But it did happen. Please believe me. Really quick, I just want to come on here and say, if you haven't checked out my webtoon already, please check it out. It's called My Roommate is a Ghost, and I am currently working on chapter 13. I recently uploaded chapter 12, so that is in motion. It does take me a little while to work on each chapter. Oh, no, I'm working on chapter 14, my bad. But it does take me a while to work on each chapter. I try to upload as often as I can. Life gets busy. I make little animations for the characters sometimes. I post a lot of lore. So yeah, just check it out if you would like. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on my webtoon. Once again, it's called My Roommate is a Ghost. You can find it on Webtoon Canvas, and it is by Ren_makes_art. Ren makes art, that is me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you so much, and drink some water. If there is a hype button option for this video, it would mean the world to me if you hyped this video, so that tells the algorithm and YouTube that my video is worth watching, and it'll push it to more people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.